Wow, I was late tonight. It's late tonight. I was just talking to Mrs. Welder Wayne. Hang on, I need to do this little header. In 2023, I'm proudly supporting the Parkinson's UK charity. If you'd like to support me in this amazing charity, you can either click on the link on the header image on a PC or click on the About Me section on a mobile phone. Your support is greatly appreciated. Wow, really? Your 82nd birthday? You deserve a... oh, God, have I got it here? I've got it here somewhere. You deserve a happy birthday, ex-photo man Top Giacomo. I've said that right? Happy birthday, 82. That's like the new 22, Tom. So you must be having a good day. I hope you are having a good day. Just before the stream, I had to... 10 seconds before that countdown finished, I had to just page into Mrs. Welder Wayne and said to her, can you bring the stuff that John Drum in there has got for me, that he posted all the way from Florida? It's for the retro corner, even though there's no retro corner at the moment. And she's getting it now for me, because stupid me forgot to bring it in. Actually, she's getting it now. 1 second. Thank you. Thank you. Every time I get a knock on that door now, I'm panicking that it's a pizzeria. I wonder why that is. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Ah, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to Thursday night. Sorry there's no live stream on Tuesday. I'm actually going to alternate it again. So there's going to be a live stream this Tuesday. And then I'm going to keep alternating it now. Just so we can actually get things done. Although this week was because I was doing that Pack 7 of the Titanic. And that just took forever. And today, no video on the channel today, was because I was doing box 9 of the Agora Models Porsche 917. That took me half the day as well. So there is a video up tomorrow, which is the Porsche. Now this weekend... there is going to be a couple of videos from Fan Home out. One of them is the DeLorean, believe it or not. And I'm just doing a video regarding the people that have never seen it before, who have never bought it before, and they want to pre-order it. So it's a little bit of a review of what I've actually done in the past. And I thought for that reason, I've dug out my picture that I had taken with Bob Gale in the DeLorean there. Look, I met Bob Gale in the DeLorean. So that's going to be on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing the next 3 stages of the Marvel movie collection figurines. So there'll be a video up this weekend, but probably not in the morning, probably in the evening, because I'm not actually really here this weekend. We're in Essex this weekend, so that's going to be fun. But John Drum, I'm sorry I forgot to get this in, but he sent me some retro stuff, and we've been having an enormous amount of fun with it. We've got the Rubik's Cube, which I had solved by cheating on the computer, which I need to do again. The Magic 8 Ball. Now, I used to have one of these as a kid, but I don't know whatever happened to it. And believe me or not, John, Mrs. Welder Wayne's had far too much time on this rather than me. And every time she's thinking of something, she looks up at me. She gives it that look down there. Then she shakes her head at me. So I don't know what she's wishing for. I'm hoping it's not my my demise. But the fun thing is this one, the Miss Pac-Man game. This is crazy. So, like, you turn it on. Look. And it's a working Pac-Man game, and the joystick here means you can look. You can play Pac-Man. So again, yeah, I was whisked back to the 80s there. I've been having an enormous amount of fun with that. But thanks for sending that, John. Well, I've got to get this retro corner back up again. I don't know how I'm doing it. Obviously, this Rams thing can't stay there, so perhaps we can actually get something going on just underneath that Welder Wayne sign. I've got no idea at the moment. But if you have noticed, behind me we now have Batinator. Mrs. Welder Wayne has made the cape now. Although Ian thinks it's made of rubber. It's not. It's some sort of real silky material. It's like a vinyl-y, silky, clothy kind of material. But yeah, it's really looking the part now. I think he just needs a little bat symbol on his chest. Oh, completely crazy I am. I have to... Did you know Budweiser beer is banned in Russia? Is it? Why is that? Is it because it's an American thing? I remember going to SeaWorld back in the early 2000s, and they had the... Who used to make this? Bush? Anheuser? Bush? Yeah, those people. They were... They had Shire horses there, and they were like letting you have free tasters and stuff. And since then, I've been on Budweiser. So I thought I'd have a nice drink tonight. Just so you know what's going on next week. Next week's a really busy week. So on Monday, I've now got the last box of the Dodge Charger. So I'm going to be doing 8 stages, 2 packs, finishing the Dodge Charger. So that's Monday's video. On Tuesday, the video I should have done this week, but I didn't have it, was the Mura. So I'm going to do box 10 of the Mura. No idea what we're doing on the live stream yet. On Thursday, I've got the Titanic box 8, which takes us up to 40 something. And then on Friday, I'm going to finish the New York fire truck. So that'll be that one done as well. So you might notice that the header cards are changing on the YouTube channel and stuff, because I've taken stuff out which has almost come to an end, and I might have added stuff that's coming. Another thing, have you ever ordered anything and it looked good in the picture, but then when you order it and you see how it's got to go together, you haven't got a clue? These are the instructions here of what I've ordered for my dad, and I expected my dad to do this. My dad is nowhere near going to be able to do this, so I've got to build a station for his TT 120 scale railway, and that is what the station looks like. And there's no pictures to show it going together apart from the picture on the front of the bus, front of the box, sorry. That's all I've got to go on. Other than that, it's all words. So I've got to follow the words on this. So I thought I'd show you that. It looks really good when it's built, but God, I can't believe what I got myself into. I looked at the picture and just naturally assumed it'd be easy to go together. That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. What else is going on? Sorry about this, just looking down the list here. Obviously, I've got the Iron Man up now. I haven't finished Iron Man. I've still got 2 stages of the last pack to do, and I've got 2 stages to come. So I'm going to batch them together. But there's nothing to do. It's all to do with the pelvic area and the different poses Iron Man can go into. I'm not going to be putting him in any poses, so I will assemble the pelvic area, but I'm happy with how he looks there. As I said, he's never going to be lit. He's just going to be stay there. I'm never going to press any buttons. So it is all very well having the electrics in here. The Terminator may be sitting here, but he's on all the time now. So I don't even operate that as well. And that was part of the reason why I've decided on the Enterprise refit. I've got the dynamic lights going, and all I've got, I thought I had it over here, I haven't, is 1 button. Actually, it's going to have 2, but 1 button. I press the button once, and it's in impulse. So the impulse engines are on, and the crystals are orange. I press the button again, and the impulse engines turn off, and the warp nacelles come on, and the deflector changes, and that's it. I think I press it 3rd time, and everything turns off. One other button will fire the photon torpedoes, because I thought I've got to have something when I'm frustrated to press. That's it. That's all I'm going to have, because everything else is going to just be doing its own thing behind me, and I'm probably never going to touch it. So that's the way to go. But I haven't had any chance to actually work on it this week, apart from an hour before stream tonight when I got all those electrics working. So I have now got the Arduino code, so that all works. So I'm really happy about that. What else? Just trying to think of anything else. There is a new build coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. You'll see that on the channel. No idea when it's coming, to be honest with you, but you will see that, which I think we need, because so many things are coming to the end now. We've got the Mura coming to the end, the Porsche 917's coming to an end, the fire truck's coming to an end, the Dodge Charger's coming to an end, and that's it. We've got the Lancaster bomber later in the year, and Optimus Prime. I knew there was something else. Now, Optimus Prime, we talked about this yesterday on the Patreon stream, is like a bus. Like, you don't see a bus for ages, and then 2 Optimus Primes come along at once. So, you've got the Michael Bay version from Fan Home, and you've got the Agora Models version from the G1 series. Now, the Agora ones are going to be released before the Agostini ones. I prefer the Agora ones because Michael Bay ones just seem to be a explosion of metal everywhere. I am going to probably do it, but there's explosion of metal everywhere. And it's not really apparent where everything goes, so it looks nice, but it's just like I don't know, it looks like Superman's little spaceship to me. But it should be a fun build. But I don't know what's going on with model companies at the moment. Agora Models teased what could be a propeller, could be a helicopter blade. That's something else coming out I know nothing about. It just seems like everyone's ramped up their catalogue of the models that they're doing. So with Fan Home's Infinity Gauntlet, Optimus Prime, all the stuff that they have from Eagle Moss, God, bank balances are going to be low, especially if you're trying to keep up with them. So my picture is fuzzy. What you want to do is you want to refresh your page, Mark Quinn. Normally it's because your bitrate. See, I'm streaming in 6,000 bits per second, and that keeps me in HD. So if I'm not in HD, it's probably your internet connection, because I've dropped no frames. I've got a nice strong connection tonight. So Wyatt Earp, I like that. That's a great name. You know what? I've been hooked on the series Yellowstone. I've just finished series 2. I'm on series 3 now. I love it. My friend told me to watch it, and I am absolutely loving every second of it. I've watched Picard episode 3 today. That was really good. And obviously The Mandalorian on Wednesday, which that could be terrible and it'll still be good. So enjoying that. The other thing I noticed that if you've received your Agora models, this is my monologue, by the way, before I jump on things. If you received your email from Agora Models with their newsletter, they're going to be at MCM Comic Con this year, which is at the end of May. So I'm going to be going to that, because I thought that would be quite a fun thing to do. I normally go to it anyway, but I haven't for the last year. So it'd be interesting if anyone's going, that we could meet up or something. And that's the end of May. I think that's Whitsun weekend. I have to confirm that. So all fun. You finished the New York Fire Truck today. I've got it here, Chris, but I haven't done it yet. But it looks good. It looks good. We're doing the ladders, putting the ladders in, putting the thing on the end of the boom, and then sticking the other ladders in the back. Oh, and putting the tyres on, aren't we? Hopefully it's a nice easy one. You really don't know at World of Wayne. Keep an eye on that door, as you never know what will happen next. I've locked the gate, Ian, so you'll have to get through the gate first. Have you received an email yet from Fan Home about the Enterprise? Nothing yet, but I think everything might have been pushed back, Fug Life, because the DeLorean is now coming out from April 24th onwards. I don't think there was a date for Optimus Prime, was there? And there's definitely no date for the Infinity Gauntlet. So all of these are pre-order only at the moment. Now, I'm guessing they're trying to see what sort of levels they're looking at to put orders in for it. I don't know. Don't know. All I know specifically for the DeLorean, Fug Life, is that it's definitely just pre-order at the moment. You like the cape that I have on the Batonator? That's Mrs. World of Wayne. She's been working on it since she came home from school. Bless. I was out of breath now after all of that. You got some of those games a little bigger. I've never seen them this size before, I have to say. I know that, is it 1UP? They do the half-size arcade games. I think Boogie2988 has them on his channel. They're not too bad. But very good. It's 26 minutes till dinner time. And talking about that, Aries man. Someone's got a birthday at the end of the month, haven't they? Mr. Aries man. You do have a card on the way, so it's coming. Hello, Andrew. How's it going? You just got back from the gym? I'm allergic to gyms. I can't go there. Actually, I normally go to the gym quite a lot and visit the coffee shop and have a cake, watch everyone work out. Now, I thought it would be fun. I will get back to chat. That last week we did a 10 things. We asked ChatGPT 10 reasons why I should have the Enterprise above the above the TV. So today I've asked it, give me 10 funny pet hates that is faced by all model builders. I thought that would be a good one. So the first one, as you can see here, is running out of glue, paint or other essential supplies just when you need them most. Number 2, cats, dogs or other pets seem to have a fascination with knocking over models or stealing small parts. Number 3 is dust or other debris that seem to land on your model right when you finish painting it. These are all pet hates. Number 4, this is a definite for me. Instruction manuals that are written in a language you don't understand or with diagrams that make no sense. For me, sometimes they can be written in hieroglyphics. I wouldn't have a clue. Number 5, you can relate to these. I know you can. Number 5, losing small parts like screws or decals only to find them months later stuck to the bottom of your shoe. That's happened more times than I can possibly tell you. Number 7 is this? No, number 6. Models that require a degree in engineering to assemble, like this one here I got for my dad, or have parts that just won't fit together no matter how hard you try. Remember, this list is created by AI. So it's not just like a human's made these. Number 7, glue that dries too quickly, making it impossible to reposition parts, or glue that doesn't dry quickly enough, leaving you holding parts together for hours on end. Yep, that happens all the time for me. Number 8, paints that don't match the colour of the label, resulting in a model that looks like a clown. All the time, especially with my colour blindness. Number 9, the frustration of getting halfway through a build only to realise that you missed an essential step and now you have to take everything apart to fix it. That happens more often than not on the World of Wayne channel. And the final one, number 10, is the realisation that no matter how perfect you think your model looks, there's always someone out there who can build it better. Oh, AI, how do you mock me? Oh, bless. It's all cool. I've got to just whiz back on chat now because, you know, I was not paying attention on what I was doing. The last message I had was Phil over on Sprueverse there saying 26 minutes until dinner time. I'll keep my eye on the clock and try and remind you, Lou. You know, the time differences are going to make a difference. Do the times go... We get the last Sunday of this month, the clocks go forward. Is that the same in America? Because I know sometimes we're sort of like a week trailing you peeps over there. You're going to buy a giant video game arcade to put in my building eventually. They're really expensive, Howard. Have you seen how much pinball machines are? Now, in Canvey Island, where Mrs. World of Wayne's family goes, they've got an esplanade on the beach. And they had a brilliant pinball machine there of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger's face. It's really good. And it's quite a vintage one. I mean, this is like 80s, 90s. So I thought I'd have a look online to see how much it is to actually buy one of those. A broken one was £10,000. I was like, oh my God. So yeah. But they are really expensive. And there's still a market for them, I guess. Esther has a roll of rubber upstairs. Ian, I wouldn't be surprised. The amount of fabric that comes through this door. Even the postman stopped knocking now. The postman doesn't knock anymore. He just throws it over the gate now. So hopefully I don't get anything fragile. So yeah, everything's thrown over the gate. We are a full service model shop. Very blurry. I don't know why. Is anyone else seeing me blurry? I'm clear to me. But then again, you know, I have enough beer and I'll be as blurry as you want me to be. I'm actually at a party on Saturday night, so that's going to be interesting. But as I said, Mrs. World of Wayne's got a craft thing on Sunday in Duxford Way in Haverhill. So I'm in Lakeside. So I'm challenged myself to get the train from Lakeside to Corby. So it's going to be interesting to see where I end up. But we should be all right. As long as there's no strikes. You're looking forward to watching Box 9. It's obviously I did Box 9 on the live stream for the patrons, but I've done this again for myself here with the Agora one, which meant that I can actually focus in on a lot of that pipe work. The Agora one, for some reason, well, I think the reason is because I've obviously built it once before, is going together a lot easier, and I'm a lot happy with it. Hip hip hooray. No, I am, man. Oh, Lou. Bless. Hip. I got it. I don't normally. If David was in here, David Clary, being sarcastic with me, I wouldn't have got it. But I got it. I got it first time. Is there a QR code or a link where you got it from? I've had to do some from online instructions. What? Sorry, where I got what from? Howard? Sorry. I'm lost. I don't know what you mean. You can't wait to see the Enterprise when it's done. Well, the next video that's going to come out, I'll let you know what I've been doing. I've been working on the thruster section. Thank you to Paul Ryder in chat. I do have that photo etch part that I actually threw away. So I've got that. I've kept it nice and safe because I don't need to put it on yet. I'm going to be giving it its top coat of paint. And I'm going to make sure that all the electrics are all done in the top section. I think that's where we're going to leave it for that video, because then we're going to start on the saucer section at the bottom. I have then got some painting to do of the AB deck. So, and the thruster area at the back. So, that's going to be fun. I haven't picked up my airbrush in ages. It's probably welded shut at the moment, so we'll have to see. Hopefully I answered your question, Fug Life, about the Enterprise. And I'm behind chat, of course I am at the moment. Wayne will have him doing the pelvic thrust. Well, I saw that pose of him doing the superhero landing pose. Yeah, it's not my thing. Plus, he'd be hidden behind Gizmo there. Good evening, all. That TT120 sounds good. You know what? It's good, Andrew. My only comment with it is for the price. I think it's quite cheap. Now, the problem is that, as in the quality of the products is cheap. Because I was brought up with Hornby, the old 00 gauge. Metal rails, brilliant connections and stuff like that. This whole thing, I know they're made in China now, but it does feel cheap. And obviously there's no scenery or anything for it at the moment because it's such a new gauge out. N gauge is far too small, 00 gauge is too high, which is why I've got this thing here. And even though the wood in this section, let me just show you a piece. Even though this is laser cut and they've made some nice brickworks and stuff like that, it's all going to have to be painted. So I'm going to get it together and I'll sort it out for him. But there you go. 5 good reasons to subscribe to Optimus Prime. Let's try that. All right. Give me 5 good reasons to subscribe. Subscribe to an Optimus Prime model build. There we go. It's waiting. It's probably completely confused about the question. We will see. I'll come back to that when it decides to do something. It thinks about it. It's probably asking the gurus. Yeah, the Lancaster I think is coming out in the summertime. So that'd be cool. There we go. So it's going a bit slow, but it's doing it. So as an AI language model, here are 5 good reasons to subscribe to an Optimus Prime model build. High quality materials. Subscription services often use high quality materials, really, to create their... Why is it so slow? Their models, ensuring that your Optimus Prime will be built to last. There we go. Number 2, detailed instructions. Subscription services typically provide detailed instructions for building your Optimus Prime. It's like someone's typing it is going slow. Making the process easier and more enjoyable. Access to exclusive parts. Subscription services. I think it's just telling me a cookie cutter thing about what subscription services are like for these part work builds. I can stop generating and type make it funny. And it will redo what it's just said, but making it funny. Oh, it's going a lot quicker now. Look, check this out. You'll finally have a hobby that doesn't involve watching cat videos on YouTube. These are more better. You can finally justify buying all those tiny tools you've been eyeing at the hardware store for years. You'll have a legitimate excuse to lock yourself in a room for hours on end, which is perfect for when you need a break for the significant other or roommates. You can show off your finished Optimus Prime to your friends and family, who will be equally impressed and confused about why you spent so much time building a toy. And you can finally prove to your parents that all those hours are spent playing with Transformers as a kid weren't a waste of time, but rather a valuable skill set that's paid off in adulthood. That's artificial intelligence giving that answer. That's crazy. Would that be Prime squared? Blue Thunder or Airwolf. You know, I'm surprised no one said Airwolf when you saw that Agora Models thing. It looks like a helicopter to me, but someone said it could be a 5-blade propeller, like the Spitfire. Yes, the spotlight's already going to be in that top section. There's actually 2 extra lights on top. I've done one for the spotlight, and one goes back into the VIP area, and it kind of puts a little faint light coming out the sides as well. Paul, you've started the new Tintin Jeep model. I bet that looks good. Hello, Go For It Painting. How are you? Go For It Painting's message was at 20 past 11. I'm 10 minutes behind. I will catch up, I promise. I think we're getting all of the models commissioned during lockdown. Yeah, I reckon we are. There's an influx going on at the moment, isn't there? How's your Knight Rider build doing? You know what? It's doing all right, but I'm always 2 or 3 weeks behind everyone else. So I know everyone's finishing their seat area and attaching everything now. I haven't even got to that stage yet. So Oh, well, I'll let you know nearer the time when I'm at the MCM. Definitely. I normally go all the time. It's at the Excel Centre MCM Comic Con. This weekend, you've got London Film and Comic Con. Brian Blessed and Sam Jones are there. So it's like a Flash Gordon reunion. Plus Ferris Bueller Day Off reunion going on as well. So Ferris's mum and dad's there. Can't remember the actor and actress's name. You're well underway with the Aussie build. That one. Oh, wicked. That's good. So it's actually got delivered now. I'm happy for you. I'm sorry it took so long, but sometimes they do need a kick up the backside. All good. I'm glad you got that. We had a winner on the Patreon draw yesterday, Kenneth Hogland. I'm sure Kenneth's won before. Kenneth wanted a tote bag, so I've sent him a tote bag with Let's Get Cracking on it. That's on its way to some state in America. I can't remember offhand which state it was. You can't get over how tall the Infinity Gauntlet is. 28 inches. Get my ruler out. 28 inches. So you're looking just over 2 foot. Oh, God, yeah, that's ginormous. Wait a minute. You're supposed to be able to put it on your hand. That's going to be like 4 times bigger than my hand. I know I'm not like Thanos size. But there you go. I haven't seen the True Lies series. No. 1883, I think there's another 2 that's like prequels to Yellowstone. Yes, and there's another one, 1929, I think. I'll watch all the prequels later. I want to get the series out of the way first. Do you think it's worth these companies could bring out models with a one-off price besides doing them monthly? I think it's all to do with stock, Edward. That I mean, if you're going to order one whole package, it's a big upfront cost to get everything in one go. Then you're going to need the warehouse space to store it in before you ship it out. So I think at the least at the dripping rate of it works better, I guess. 1923, that's it, not 1929. I have heard about them, haven't watched them. No spoilers, please. You got the final issue of the Spitfire yesterday. Oh, that was a nightmare build. You're only getting Titanic and F40 from the newsagents. Nothing else available here in Australia. Well, my brother's over in Australia now, Pete. He's in Sydney, so he will let me know what you do get over there. I wouldn't be surprised if you get the Tumblr, as I said, from Hachette, because they have got the Australian postage in there and New Zealand as well. Did you know that I'm in chronic back pain? My pelvis is misaligned or shifted. Got a training program that I need to use at home. Back pain is the worst. Especially because you can't lie down, you can't sit down. Sometimes standing up hurts as well. I've only really had it once. Not good. Agora and Ixo sell the full kits after the subscription periods ended. They definitely do, yes. I think a Steve Austin model. We were talking about this, I think, when I was in America with Phil and Lou. The Steve Austin where you can open him up and his head opens up and you can look through his eye and he's got some sort of bionic implant on his arm there. I'm big on fitness pizza in my mouth. And on that note, Lou, on my watch, I think it's 29, so I think it's time for dinner. You're hungry now. It's your birthday on the 15th of March. You know what, Mark? It's also my mother's birthday on the 15th of March. You share your birthday with my mum. And it's my brother's 60th birthday on the 19th. So my eldest brother's 60 this year. I'm 50 this year. There's 10 years age difference between us. You're watching Bob Ross and time got away from you. I definitely need to do a Bob Ross stream. Perhaps I could build this station as a Bob Ross stream. We're just going to get some glue and see. Bob Ross is easy, just a nice soft voice and go close to the microphone as we put these parts together. And this is the way. I put that just before I watched Mandalorian. You know what? I was on the Disney Plus channel and I was like 7:59. It wasn't on there, so I had to come out and go back in 8 o'clock, and it turned up. So all cool. Optimus Prime's June for Fan Home. Okay, that's cool. But there's no date on there, Aaron, is there, for the Gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet? Thinking about the size that someone's told me how big it is. I don't know where I'd put it. No idea. The closest I get to a gym is Jim's Fish and Chip Shop. Is there a problem with Royal Mail? There is a problem with Royal Mail at the moment. Not so much now, we're coming out of it. But in the UK, the Royal Mail was hacked. So even though they had domestic post going fine, anything that was going abroad, they just stopped the whole service completely until they fix their problems. It is back up and running now, but as you can imagine, there's probably a big backlog on there. That's what goes to happen when you don't keep updated with your tech department, I guess. What did you think of that video I sent the other day? What video was that, John? I've been watching a lot of videos. Did you see someone use ChatGPT to get his parking fine reduced and it worked? Really? You can ask it anything. It's crazy. Oh, I'm seeing all the things that I did on ChatGPT now. Parts that don't fit together. Sounds like the DeLorean. Hello, Charlotte. How's it going? We're going to see Charlotte's wedding venue on Saturday, so that's going to be exciting. That part one is the Enterprise. Yes, I remember old Letterman doing his top 10. The thing is, I didn't know what to do. I did quite a few of them, actually. But before the stream started, I was like, I don't know, give me 10 reasons why I shouldn't build a model or something. You say that, Lou, but I'm telling you, one day they're just going to be doing everything for us. It'll be, you know, what's the film? WALL-E. It'll be like WALL-E. We'll just sit on, like, levitating chairs and everything will be done for us. Guaranteed. We'll just be batteries, like the Matrix. You just got round to the leopard tank build. Oh, bless you. I need to find pack 2 and pack 13 missing. Oh, wow, that's good, though. I mean, you need pack 13 before anything because it replaces a lot of parts from the other boxes. We change times a week later. It does. It always throws us out, Greg. It's crazy. I'll have to remember that. That's why you'll notice that when I say that my stream starts at 8 p.m. GMT, that's Greenwich Mean Time. After the end of March, it'll be BST, British Summer Time. They always say every year they're going to stop that, but they never do. Starts March the 12th in the US, except in Arizona, who don't change, do they? Anybody coming down Truro for a holiday this year after May? I got news that the Y. You got news that the Y. Well, I'm coming down for a holiday. You know that, Chris. I see there's a lot of roadworks around your place, actually. Are they going to be done by August, do you reckon? You got an F1 simulator? Wow. I was never good at racing games, Ian, I tell you. Never good at them at all. Only 500 from Retro One off Amazon. Wow. Anyone going to Cardiff Comic Con? When's Cardiff Comic Con? I want to get to more Comic Cons this year. I think the last person I met was Billy Zabka and Ralph Macchio at the London Film and Comic Con. You've got one on the 21st of October at the International Arena. I do normally go to the London Film and Comic Con though. Oh, they're digging it up from May. Oh my God. Hello, Kev, over in Bristol Airport. Doing the staff bus tonight. Oh, bless. Your missus does cross stitch and we've gotten a kitten. It's playtime. My brother's just got himself a dog, bless him. We're not going to think about getting any other animals until next year now. But I bought Norman yesterday. Yesterday I was at Gates Garden Centre. Ian knows it really well because I normally meet him there. But Norman is what they call a cordyline. If you don't know what a cordyline is, you've seen them. This is a cordyline. Let's just switch over to the maps. One of those plants there. Now, I had a cordyline for 14 years and it died. Funny enough, it's almost the same age as Phoebe. So I bought a new cordyline. It was called Percy, my old one. This new one's called Norman. So Norman is not in the garden at the moment because it's going to be... we're going to have snow apparently in the next week. So he's in the house and he'll be outside soon. Good old Norman. But it was funny because I went around my daughter's house yesterday to try and fix some lights for her on her ceiling. And because I was around my mum's, I was carrying Norman with me. And her next door neighbour wanted to know what I was doing with a plant. I said I was taking my plant for a walk. So I think that'd be my thing. Didn't what's his name? What's the actor's name? I can't remember the actor's name. In the film The Professional, or Leon in this country, he used to take his plant for a walk. Who's the actor? That's got me now. Professional Leon. Someone's going to tell me now. Jean Reno. There we go. I couldn't continue the stream until I found that out. That's my OHD or playing up. Chris Martin for Coldplay, his father introduced you, Kate. Really? Wow. Is Agora getting out of Bugatti, mate? I don't know. I don't know what they've got coming apart from the Corvette Stingray and the James Bond collection. I thought that was it, but obviously not. There's going to be loads more. Hello, Craig. How's it going? Anyone who's got their name up on the workshop, you know, we built the workshop and we did the plaques and all that. Just so you know, next week they're all being stained. So a nice dark stain's going over them. So what I'll do is once they're all stained, ready for the next season, because obviously I want to keep them preserved, I'm going to take a picture for you so you can see how they look, because they're going to come out really good. I've done one just to check it, and I'm like, wow, I should have done this a long time ago. But they look really good, so I will take a picture of that. Just seen Lude's Alien Power Loader. That's good, isn't it? I was going to buy one of those power loaders from Halicon. They did an old version, but Lude's isn't the Halicon one. But it's got a way better Ripley figurine in it. Brilliant build, though. Brilliant build. The shelves beside you look like they're leaning or have wires. No, they're not. It's because the camera's pointing at an angle. Look, if I turn this around to there, see? They're straight. But the problem with that, the reason why I don't have the camera here is it cuts off young Grogu there. And you can also see my camcorder, which annoys me sometimes. But I keep it there. But yeah, trust me, the shelves are straight. See? And then this way, if I have it there as well, you can see the nice World of Wayne logo there. And I can just sit at an angle to you rather than here. I think it's too like, I feel like a newsreader if I sit like this. And in today's news, we've got, rather than, you know, just relaxing, chilling out, chatting with you, fine people here. Are you going to add the spotlight? I've answered that one. Yeah, what I've done is I started doing the rest of the IXO version on the Patreon channel. But you know what? The box that I've got down here for the Porsche now goes ahead of the IXO collection ones. So I think it's box 10 is now ahead of the IXO collection. But not sure when I'm doing that yet, I have to say. They forgot to put in stage 16 for the Titanic. And I spent over 2 months telling them about it. And finally last Sunday they sent out those parts. So hopefully you'll get them soon, Russell. Mistakes happen. But you know what? You can judge a company by the way they fix it. And if they have just going to be sending it straight out to you, then all credit to them. Unlike Starbucks. Because I was in Starbucks again on Sunday. And guess what? The toilets were closed. So I was straight on the email to the area manager saying they're closed again. And his response was, I did tell you that there's a problem with the toilets. And I'm like, that's not good enough. You can't have a plumbing problem that's been going on over a year when theoretically, if you've got no toilets in a food premises that's serving more than 10 people at city positions, you shouldn't even be open. And I haven't heard anything back from them. So I went to their head office, to the PA of the head office, and wrote the same email to them. And I've heard nothing back from them. So I made up my mind. I'm going to Costa Coffee now. You've just lost a customer, Starbucks. Hello, damn it, monster. I like you. I love your name. Never messaged before, but I am more of a lurker. That reminds me of friends in Las Vegas. But wanted to say, love the channel. You've helped me with my own models more than once. Just say, that's lovely, damn it, monster. That's what I'm here for. We're one big community. We all help each other here. You got an early morning, Hilda. I can't. I'm always up at 6 o'clock. Mrs. World Away, not so much. She's not very good in the morning. I've never been to Silverstone, Pete. And you know what? It's only like half an hour down the road. Tell a lie, I haven't been to Silverstone racetrack. I've been through Silverstone because I bought one of my water features from Silverstone. But yeah, I'll get back to you, Ian, regarding a date in May for that. There's Howard, there's nothing online for it. I checked. All you've got is these little instructions which are faded, so it's hard to see them anyway. It's not the light that's doing that. It's because it's faded on this page. I have laid it out, so I've got an idea how it goes. But there was no way in a million years my dad was going to do that. How's the gotcha going, Wayne? Running out of Red Bulls at the time? Yeah, I've still got it on at the moment. No, I've got like 300. I always make sure I've got like 300 Red Bulls. I did buy loads of Pokemon storage space and item space. But it works good. I bought that that research as well, where you got to catch 385 of everything, and I know the next stage is get 10 best buddy friends. I've got 2, so that's going to take a while. But there you go. It annoys the hell out of Mrs. World of Wayne when I put it on just before bed and it just vibrates, and I know I can turn it off, but the fact that it's annoying her in bed, it just makes me laugh. Oh, bless. Wayne, I have a new RC project. I'm going to try custom building an RC ghost trap from Afterlife. That'd be pretty cool. Wow. I'm just trying to think. I'm wondering if I've seen something like that. I'm sure I've seen something that had a smoker in there, so that when it activated, the smoker tripped, so it had smoke coming out of it. I can't remember where I saw it. The Lancaster's too big for your house. Well, judging by the size of the Zero Fighter, Derek, and the Spitfire, that Lancaster's going to be ginormous. I know that it's not as wide as the Spitfire, but it's definitely longer. No, the other way around. It's wider, but not as long. There. You should have your 917 and New York finished this year. I mean, the New York fire truck, I said I've got the box here. I haven't even opened it, to be honest with you. But can't wait to do that. I think the AI is just cribbing for the Accord side. Yeah. You can ask it anything, though, Lou. I'm wondering if you could just, tell it to... I asked it to, can you build me a flux capacitor? And it gave me all the instructions how to build a flux capacitor. And anything that it needs for some time circuit, it says this technology isn't available at this time. For any modelers going down the Hornby TT120 route, be aware this is not compatible in any way with the original Triang TT models apart from the track gauge. I wasn't aware of that, Richard. I have to say. Have you actually seen it, Richard? I think it's a fair comment to say that it just doesn't feel... The quality doesn't feel like N gauge and double O gauge. To me. You want to do the Lancaster for sure. It's available on the Hachette site now. I think you can... Let me have a look. Hachette Partworks. Lancaster. There we go. So if I click over to that there, as you can see here, it says this collection is going to be launching later this year. That's all I know about it. It's going to be another real fiddly one, but that is available to order soon, I'm guessing. No date for that though, so the idea for that one is to check out, the periodical news desks which tell you what magazines are being released each week. Check them out. That's what I normally check to see what trials are coming out. Offhand, I don't know the website for that. It's called News Desk or something. Iron Man's exclusive parts. I won't be building the battle damage. I'm not taking that armor off once I've put it all on. Batman Terminator, I'd love to pay to see that movie. Well, I thought that was like a new thing. I thought I was being original for that, but someone told me that in the animated series, there was a Batmanator. There was a Batman Terminator. I had no idea. So I was like, not original. Nothing's original now. How's it good, Bruce? Bruce, Howard, Peter. Who else? Mrs. World of Wayne's sending your package out tomorrow for all your magazines. There's quite a few, but she's limiting what she can send, so she falls under the weight threshold. We haven't been able to send them, obviously, because this Royal Mail haven't been able to send things abroad. So we are going to catch up with that. So, Bruce, you will be getting your Iron Man magazine soon. Kenneth has been drawn before. Oh, wow. I did wonder when we was going to start to get a duplicate. I don't know if you know, shameless promotion, Partworks Upgrades do an awesome mega deal for the Rossi bike. Do you? And what is that mega deal, Ian? Rossi bike. I'm just looking for it. What's the deal, Ian? You're going to have to tell me. I can't find it. I'm hopeless, ain't I? Absolutely hopeless. Oh, bless. When I'm able to have to go through Ian's distribution service to build the Lancaster Peter, but definitely want to eventually build it. The thing is that with you folks in America, I'd hang on to see if Agora Models are bringing stuff out for you peeps over there. It's great that Agora's managed to bring Titanic to you peeps, because obviously we've got it through Hachette over here, and now the folks in America can do that. I'd like to see a load of companies doing that sort of thing, you know. Just making these models more worldwide. And he's gone. Bless. Oh, I don't know, Lou. Do you come back after dinner and catch up on the stream? I don't know, but it is funny to ask that question, because you won't see it if you don't. Oh, bless. All 57 thumbs up. Is that what we got at the moment? You know what? I'm so close to getting to 60,000 subscribers. I can't see it on this, actually. Let's look at my phone. Let's see where we're up to. So if you are watching the live stream and you do feel it in your heart to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, because at the moment I'm on 59,967. So I've only got like 33 more subscribers to go to get to 60,000. Now, 54% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. How crazy is that? So if you are subscribed, if you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I do believe that if you do subscribe, your name will probably pop up just there. But and it doesn't work if you unsubscribe and subscribe again, just so you know. But if you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate if you click that button. The name will only pop up on a live stream, though. It won't pop up. It won't pop up when the live stream is finished. Hello, Jim. How's it going? How's the headache after the Bills playing? I take it you're going to go to the London games this year and see the Bills, because we're all up for that. So I'll have to get in touch with you and see what's happening. What's my favourite build ever? I love the Bismarck. I love the Routemaster. They're probably my favourite builds, I would have thought. You bought the Trumpeter 1200 USS Enterprise, the ship, waiting on Pontus upgrade kit to come. Wow, that's going to be a big thing for you, Jim. I bet that's going to be fiddly as well. You're Fug Life. You're building a 4-foot USS Enterprise. Wow, everyone's building the Enterprise. Wow, as in the ship. Yeah, we in Arizona. You're a law unto yourself in Arizona, aren't you? Yes, that was a question that came up on the Christmas quiz, because it was what was the other place? So Hawaii, wasn't it? Hawaii and Arizona don't change the times, or was it Alaska and Hawaii? Alaska and Arizona. I can't remember. I'm sure it was Hawaii. Hawaii don't change their. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Steve. See, you learn things on the World of Wayne channel as well. Take care, the tattooed zoologist. You've just done pack 13, just need to test it again. Pack 13? What's that one for? What goes up to pack 13? That's got to be a fan home build, isn't it? Jean Reno, thank you. We got there in the end. You saw Michael J. Fox at a garden centre the other day. You recognised him straight away, and he had his back to the fuchsias. I need to get some fuchsias for the garden this year. Funny enough, for garden centres, my who is it, niece Gabriella, she I don't know if you're watching, Gabriella, hello, they live in Norfolk, and they were in a garden centre in Norfolk, and they bumped into what's her little name, who's married to Blimmin' William, Kate. Hello. You
didn't get the joke.
What joke?
He had his back to the fuchsias.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you got me, Mark. I can normally pick them out. But anyway, she met at the time Princess Kate, and apparently she didn't really have, well, she did have security around her. No one could see it. Alexa, close. Mrs. World of Wayne can still hear me, I think. I need an earpiece for her to just tell me that, you know, these comments are coming and they're going straight over my head. I'm late and I'm nursing a fever. That's not good. It's the time of year, you know, January to April. People get ill. Hopefully the Terminator's wearing a cape and I'm not hallucinating from the illness. He is wearing a cape. He's morphing into Batman. And Gore did say they have a model coming out that's going to be most customizable part work ever offered. They said no two of them exactly the same. I wonder what that is then. Confused. I'm very much confused. When I get stains on it, it just makes me look dirty. What? Talk about a sentence taken out of context, Berg. What are you talking about? Talking back pain, I have 5 spinal disc herniations. That's not good. Oh my God. But how can you manage that pain? Because like when you're in that much pain, I'm guessing the doctors put you on opioids. And they're a pain to be on. I was on tramadol for ages after I had my psoas abscess in the leg. And I hardly remember anything about it because I was just in another plane. But that is not a good drug to be on, I have to say. Your Rossi price is well underway. They're sending 1 package a week. Wow, you're getting it quicker than me. Which day, MCM London? I'm probably going to go on the weekend, so it'll be a Saturday, I reckon. Saturday's normally the busiest day. Sunday normally dies down. Need another drink to make the Joel say. They really, I know they do. Look, you got to think that it's just a perspective. They're not bent. Where did I get the paint racks from? These ones here. They were from the company that made the old workstation, Paul, that no longer exists, unfortunately. So I could say they come from Model Designs, but they don't exist anymore. It's the correct French, is it? Oh, that's okay, Tim. It was a nightmare build, I have to say, and I did have to go back afterwards and tighten some of these things up to get the pose I want, so his arms aren't just flopping around all over the place. I think in future, if I was doing that video again, I'd tell people make them as tight as you possibly can, even if you can't move them, because chances are when the full thing's on there, that's probably the sort of torsion you're going to need on it. Well, I tried to go through Starbucks corporate, Steve, but I can't because this Starbucks in East Horndon is a franchise owned by Euro Garages. So all Starbucks do is just pass it to the Euro Garages people to sort out. They're not interested at all. I did report them to Environmental Health, David, and nothing happened. Nothing's happened at all. And I keep reporting it to Brentwood County Council. The funny thing is I never use the toilet. It's just a principle. I hate seeing people coming in, especially old people, who just, because it's on a main road, it's a service station, who just want to break, want to go to the toilet, and they can't. Winds me up. Hello from North Carolina. Lovely, lovely state that is. Oh, no problems at all, see, Denny. Well, you're doing some of the F1 races, are you? Wow. We drove through Silverstone. Was it last year? Or was it the year before? When the Grand Prix was on. And they're supposed to have closed the roads. But what they do is once everything's running, it's almost about an hour and a half into the Grand Prix. They have to reopen the roads again for people coming out. And it was like it was a ghost town. No traffic whatsoever, but you could hear the cars big time. But it's very expensive, the Grand Prix. I'd like to go, but God, the prices, they're eye-watering. My brother used to go just to the practice sessions on the Friday because trying to get qualifying or the actual race, wow, big ticket prices. You received your first Hot Toys 1/6 scale DeLorean version 2 and it's huge and stunning. I bet it is. I bet you already had a place lined up for it, Roy. Evening, Wayne. Is it better to airbrush or rattle can models? I always airbrush models unless it's a large area, in which case I'll use a rattle can. So on the saucer section of the Enterprise up there, that will take me forever with an airbrush to do that. So I just got the colour in a rattle can. Wayne, did you find it difficult to slide the ladder boom in and out? Yes, and I did use grease. I didn't use Vaseline. I had some grease. The same grease that I used on the Titanic. So I put some of that in it. You worked in a pit lane. Wow, Chris, I can't wait to meet up with you. I bet you got some great stories to tell us. We're going to have some fun in the summer, I tell you. Hopefully the weather's going to be nice. You're going to TwitchCon in Paris. Wow, I'm trying to get to Paris this year. in July, but it'll be more like July the 4th. Round about that sort of time. Birthday time. TT120 is 2.5, but it's an inch, isn't it? It's inch gauge. You got issue, so Hasher in the UK are now up to issue 53. So we get 6 stages, I think, each time. So box 8, I can't remember what we're up to now. 38 was it? 39, 44, 142, 43. So I think that gets us up to 44. I think. Soon, Howard, soon. And in probably a month or two. Watch this space. You don't remember that Batinator in the animated series. Someone actually shared a picture of it with me as well. I'm enjoying the Enterprise build. It's just so much. I really wish I had more time to work on it this week. But I'm at the stage where I'm putting electrics in. And I'm not painting anything until I've watched my good buddy Phil there. It's Brewverse paint his. Because I can do some of the darker details of paint, but I'm very nervous. Very nervous. Phil's going to take one for the team, I think, and he's going to show us how it's done. Because then I'll follow your lead. Oh, hi, I'm Michael Ryder. How's it going? Any update from Agora regarding the Ecto 1? It's not Agora, it's Fan Home that doing the Ecto 1. No date yet. Probably after April, I'm guessing. But they are doing the Ecto 1. Oh, you've just answered that. Thank you, Gamer Days. You've been filming the Titanic today. You know what? It starts out easy, Dan, but oh god, come stage 30 onwards, it starts to get a little bit difficult. And the penny drops. Yes, I know. It's normally you making those jokes, David. Your missus got the joke too. Yeah, I didn't get it. It's, you know what it is? The reason I didn't get it is because I had a conversation with Mum today. She came round and I said to her, I need some fuchsias in the garden because mine died off last year. And because she's had all different colour fuchsias under the sun, red and white ones. Oh, they're great. And that's what I was thinking of. I wasn't actually thinking of the sentence. The one upgrade I hoped for wasn't there. Hoping for an extension to the lead from base to torrent. What's that, Peter? I'm staining the names. Yeah, if you remember, I stained them anyway. But it's not. But if you put a stain over the stain that's already there, the darker just goes darker, and the lighter just goes dark. If that makes sense. But it looks really good. Really good. Staining the stain. You see, if I had ibuprofen, Jost, I'd be dead. I can't even lick an ibuprofen tablet without having to have a EpiPen. I'm highly allergic to all NSAIDs, aspirins, ibuprofens. So if you're gonna bump me off, that's the way to do it. Enjoy it, Anthony. Picard's really good. I'm really enjoying that season at the moment. Yes, Starbucks hates everybody, I think, Bergdis. But, you know, Starbucks are letting this franchise get away with it because they don't take responsibility. They let Euro garages take the responsibility and nothing ever gets done. But I said Costa Coffee means I can sit in my old Blockbusters and reminisce about all the times I had there. Take care, Jim. I'll chat to you about Bill games later. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Jack will be coming as well. And then it starts again. Oh, bless. I will be doing the next stage of Knight Rider. It hasn't arrived for me yet, Simon, so I'm waiting for that to come. And it is time to say goodbye. So I kind of catch up with chat at the end, don't I? I do catch up. I'm sorry I'm behind on chat. But it's all cool. She's been sewing, Phil. She's up in her little sewing factory up there. Bless her. But listen, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been fun again. Once again, tomorrow I've got the Porsche Pack 9 on the channel from Agora Models. And I'm going to start preparing the videos for the weekend of the DeLorean pre-order and the Marvel Movie Collection figurines. Ready for next week where we're going to have 2 finished models, the Dodge Charger and the fire truck, which should be fun. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and take care.